Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
I hit Mercury.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the
Good day, good day, good day, wherever you are on the planet. Welcome to the one and only Lunar Lounge show. You're tuned in with myself, Israel Ajosi, brought to you by the one and only official sponsors, Magic Mind. How do I get my finger to that? Yeah, it's there. Yeah, there you go. The details of the Magic Mind are in the comment section. It enables you to get a 20% discount, I believe, courtesy of tuning in and listening to the Lunar Lounge. Want to give a shout out to every single person, group of people, wherever you are on planet Earth. Keep supporting the show, keep liking, keep commenting, keep sending your messages, keep participating in the competition. Speaking of competition, we've got competition later on in the show. Also, towards the end, we're going to have tarot card of the week, of course. What else? Yeah, it is what it is. If you're tuning in, listening to the show for the first time, it's a show which aims to inform, enlighten, educate about the cosmos, about the energies of the cosmos, the heavens, what is happening in the heavens, and how it's being reflected in everyday humanistic, mundane life. That is what this show is about. Just to let you know, this podcast is available on all podcast platforms: Spotify, Amazon, Apple, Google, you name it. You can tune into the Lunar Lounge podcast show. Oh, so we're here. So it's an astrological show. But, you know, I'm connected with other things and other spiritual disciplines. We had a great speaker on. It was a sort of like, it wasn't on a Wednesday, but it was it last week, Thursday before that? I had the great Lloyd Strayhorn on board. So, yeah, and shout outs for you people who attended. And it was great being around. I was with him just yesterday. Going to be speaking again with him today. Because he's still in London, but he's heading back tomorrow. So shout outs to Lloyd Strayhorn. We went to a few bookshops yesterday. Atlantis, shout out to Atlantis Bookshop. Give shout outs to Geraldine. People, if you are in London, please go visit that woman. Atlantis Bookshop is right near the British Museum. Listen, man, for you guys, for occultists, you know, for you guys into the deep occult and magic. That's where you want to be heading. Also, shout out to the Astrology Shop. Shout out to Barry. Saw you guys yesterday. Ain't seen you guys in a minute. So, yeah, big up to all you guys. Welcome. I am live on Facebook. Yeah, I got my Facebook up and running. Although there's still a few things that need to be done, but I got somebody on it. Yeah, shout out to Rob. Yeah, my man. Yeah, so that's cool stuff. Shout out to Coco Brown. Hey, how you doing? Shout out to See It Right There. Faye, Michelle, good day. Welcome to the show. Shout out to Core Crystals. Olena. Is Olena? Are you Core Crystals? Oh, no, sorry. No, sorry. Apologies. I think it was just telling me people who joined, so I think it put your name together. Shout out to Core Crystal. Shout out to Olena. Shout out to Lissy Bloom Astrology. I know I got that last week. I know you said which one was correct. Was it Lissy? Okay, welcome to the show. Shout out to Hannah. Welcome. Shout out to Shanti. I'm pronouncing it correct, right? Shanti. Geraldine, how you doing, my dear? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Who's this? DG Co official. DG Co cool official. How do I pronounce that name? Come on, man. Give me some names, man. Some straightforward names. Spending half of the show trying to get these names correct. Coco Brown saying, I've never heard of that bookshop. I'll check it out. You've never heard of Atlantis? Listen, man, I need to bring up Geraldine and yes, two Geraldines. Two Geraldines here. There's one here on Instagram. Okay, that's one Geraldine. But the Geraldine I'm talking about is the wonderful woman. She runs a bookshop called the Atlantis Bookshop. It's on Museum Street. And it's, don't know the number, it's on Museum Street, but if you Google it, you'll get it. It's on Museum Street. It's pretty much just, it's right opposite. I mean, you can see the British Museum pretty much from there. It's just one of those side roads opposite it, opposite the British Museum. If you are into magic, if you're into your occult, go get your, listen, man, and this ain't no ordinary bookshop, you know. This bookshop is, this is Aleister Crowley's place, right? This is the deep magic I'm talking about here. This ain't for the faint-hearted, right? This is like, real deal occult. So yeah, got some really great books up in there, but also other books as well, metaphysics. If you're into anything metaphysical, astrology, numerology, tarot, got loads of tarot cards there. So yeah, if you're into sort of like hermeticism, all of that, it's all there. Mythology, go there, man, go there. Great bookshop. You get some real gems there, some rarities as well. Like, they're not everywhere. So yeah, you can check it out. Atlantis Bookshop. I'm sure if you Google it as well, you'll get it there. Shanti. So I did get it correct. I did pronounce your name correctly. We'll be looking at the chart for the moment. I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. We'll be looking at some astrology stuff. I'm going Tottenham Court Road tomorrow. I'll check it out. Yeah, it's right around the corner from Tottenham Court Road Station, man. It's about, depending how fast you walk, 5-10 minutes. So yeah, right around the corner from there. So hit it up. When you go there, Coco Brown, say Israel sent, well, don't say I sent you, but say Israel recommended. Israel gave you a shout out on the podcast. So yeah, you can let her know. Say, oh yeah, Israel was doing a podcast yesterday, and he gave, yeah, she'll give you a discount. That's the way to get discounts, That's how you network. Go in there and just say, oh, Israel, on the podcast yesterday. And he's like, oh, you might knock off a bit of 10-20% discount for you. You never know. I'm sure she will if you do that. She's good people. What the heck? My smoke alarms are going off. Why? Because there ain't no smoke up in here unless it's smoke from the show. Did you guys hear that? You probably didn't. I tend to get good noise cancellation. But yeah, why do my smoke alarms go off? It sends my cat Potty. He's running around. Yeah, don't worry, buddy. You're good. So yeah. Good afternoon, Yvette. Welcome to the show. Mary, all the way from Canada. How you doing, my dear? Welcome to the show. It's podcast time again. Correct, Yvette. Yes, Coco Brad. Yeah, let her know. Let her know. You never know. Yvette saying, I've just joined. What bookshop is this? It's called Atlantis. You should know about this. I've told you about this bookshop years ago. But it's yeah. Oh yeah, you did hear it. Okay, so Faye's letting me know that she did hear the smoke alarms. But yeah, hopefully ain't no smoke up in here. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that kind of incense today. But yeah, it's called Atlantis Bookshop. So I was just there yesterday with Lloyd, the numerologist guy, because he was in town. He was just having a look around. So with Lloyd Strayhorn, who you guys saw on the Lunar Lounge show a few weeks ago, Thursday. And yeah, he popped in and he bought a few books also as well. It was quite interesting. You know, we went to the one of the bookshops, and you know, he was asking, goes, do you have any numerology books? And surely enough, went and got this numerology book. And in the back, the person who wrote that book, who's one of the top astrologers, right? Guess what? Shouted out Lloyd Strayhorn in his book. He said he's got to thank people who, who allowed him to be able to write this book and get information. And Lloyd Strayhorn was in the book, so he had to buy the book because his name was in there. Oh man, that was mad. That was crazy. That was mad crazy. So yeah, shout out to Lloyd, man. Shout out to Tiffany. What else want to say? Tiffany from Memphis, Tennessee. Good morning, y'all. We have autumn weather here today. My favorite. Oh, really? Okay. What is the weather like where you are, people? Keep me updated. Yeah, even Lissy's letting me know. Yes, we heard it. Yeah, I know, right? Lissy Bloom, Venus in Leo, hot stuff. Yeah, tell me about it. Lissy Bloom Astrology. Who's the hot stuff though? Are we talking about you? Are you the hot stuff? Shout out to Mama Konyuka. Oh God, some of these names. Shout out to Abdul. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Yeah, Venus is in Leo. We're going to be talking about that. Although I did mention it last week or week before when I was doing the astrology. But yeah, Venus is in Leo. Let's see what's happening there. Because like I said, she seems to be the only planet that seems to be, doing something. She's the one making aspects, although she's celebrating right now. Our competition time coming up later. We'll be announcing the winner, if there is a winner. But I'm sure there is. Shout out to Amy. How you doing? Good morning. It's smoky. It is smoky here. My allergies don't like it. Ouch. Okay. It's smoky. Why is it smoky? What kind of smoke are we talking about? We're not talking wildfire smoke, are we? Yeah, I'm in London. It was kind of a bit grey to begin with. Then the clouds parted. It was like blue sky. Now I'm seeing another cloud. It looks like it wants to rain again. It's still a little bit humid. It was a bit humid yesterday. We had a bit of rain over in the UK, but it's warm. It's not cold. But yeah, cool stuff. It is what it is. Yeah, time for me to get visible. Yeah, time for me to get visible. To get visible. Why? Because it's autumn? What's happening here? What's been happening in the news? Anything major? Anything major? I'm gonna plug into the astrology. What's happening? It's the normal, usual suspects, right? Trump's doing his thing. Putin's doing his thing. You all saw the meeting, of course. Amy's saying, yes, forest fire smoke. Oh, you got to be joking me. Are the forest fires really taking off there again? Oh, no, we don't want that. Let me have some water. Cancer rising. Got to keep hydrated. Tiffany's saying Venus transiting my 10th. Oh, that's nice. It can be good. It can be good for career stuff. Depending what you're looking to do with career. But yeah, no, that can be good stuff. I need to actually check out my Facebook to see What's happening there? Am I live? I'm supposed to be. I need to know how to. No. I've gone to the wrong place. I think I'm not too sure on my Facebook. Oh God, what's happening here? Oh, I am live. I can see it. Okay, coolio. I can see it. Shout out to those of you on Facebook. Any questions, messages, keep them coming. But I can see myself live here on Facebook, so it looks good. Coolio. Yeah, let's get that. Any comments? Bring it over. Let's get it cracking. Let me plug this in. And I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. So we'll be looking at the astrology. We will see what is cooking, what the rock is cooking. What is the rock cooking? All of that we're going to be seeing. Let me just trying to balance my my screen here. Too many goddamn screens. Yeah, that's what's happening. Too many screens. Nope, I don't want to balance you there. No. Will there work? That looks all right. Okay, all right. Seems like I'm on board. So I'll be bringing up the chart for the moment. Let's see what's happening there. Keep your questions, your comments coming. Shout out to Men Age 3. That sounds funny. Men Age 3. I just say Men Age. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Like I said, I'll be bringing up the chart, so we'll be going with that. This month is practically over, right? Of course. We're about to move in September. I don't know about for you, but this month kind of went quick for me. Maybe because I was kind of busy. Yeah, I'm giving a talk this Friday at the AA conference. I'm giving the Carter Memorial. If any of you know what that is, got big shoes to fill right here. Yeah, still just editing my last points on my PowerPoint, making sure I'm on point. Don't want to miss out anything now. Shout outs to you guys who are coming also to the AA conference. AA stands for Astrological Association, not Alcohol Anonymous. I know it does sound like that. AA. They need to change that abbreviation, I tell you. Okay, what else? Anything else been going on? Is anyone noticing rapid manifesting in their life? Is anyone noticing rapid manifesting in their life? Think it and it happens rapid. Shout out to Majana. Welcome to the show. Well, that's interesting. See it right there. What I would say, personally, is there's a yes or no. Like some things are like bang on and some things are a little bit more delayed. So, a little bit of both. Shout out to Asu. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. How you doing? Hope you all is good. So, yeah, manifesting. We need to get more into that. I think I may start even talking more about that, maybe even on the show. Start bringing a bit more of that because I'm more, although it's quite complex. I think to be quite honest, it's not a workshop, but maybe workshop orientated. There's many factors. There's many mitigating factors. It's quite nice. I mean, you go on social media and you see these people and they say, oh, think it, imagine it. And yes, that is the core approach to it. But there's other mitigating and underlying factors and things that you must take into consideration too. And I think that also, but of course, we create our own reality. We attract who we are, how we think, all of that attracts. Sometimes we get caught up in these vicious cycles, so to speak. So it's just, we're just perpetuating, we're just, making things sometimes even worse, it can go either way. We're either expanding or contracting. What is it? Obviously too much contraction can make things or feel and seem like they are worse, but most expansion can seem, again, everything has its pros and cons, of course. But the art of manifesting is something that, we should all be doing. We are doing it. It's just for most of us, we're doing it unconsciously. We're unaware. We're not being thoughtful. So hence the, ideas behind having rituals and affirmations and things of that nature that can allow us to get in that place. Tiffany's saying, what fragrance is everyone wearing today? For those wearing fragrance, I'm a frag head. What the heck? What kind of question is that? Yeah, what kind of fragrance are you wearing, people? I think this is Venus in Leo speaking. What kind of fragrance are you wearing? Are you wearing your Calvin Klein? Are you wearing your Dolce Gabbana? What is it that you're wearing? Or are you wearing more of a oud? I've got some ouds. Jesus Christ, man. Shout out to Hind in Oman. Listen, this woman, listen. Hind, you are my favorite. I will say that. Let me just say, you are my favorite. You're my favorite client. You're my favorite. She hooked me up with some ouds. Listen, don't even go there. When I put these ouds on, I'm telling you, heads turn. I'm telling you, heads turn. Nobody makes them ouds. Nobody makes them fragrances like the Middle Eastern. I'm telling you. That's where you get all them. But it's quite interesting, isn't it? The two, in terms of where, if you want these fragrances, you ain't going to get better than Middle East. You know what I mean? Oman, Saudi, UAE, Egypt, Northern Africa, all those places. They're known for their oils and their spices and their perfumes. It's like they send you into a whole different world. But yeah, I've got some serious ouds. I'm telling you, I'm into my ouds. I'm telling you, I'm into that. Anytime I go to that region of the world, I and I've got a good connect with that. So I've got somebody who's got their own perfume line, and it's like, yeah, ain't no joke. But yeah, so what fragrance are you wearing? As Tiffany has sparked up, I'm wearing Rouge Smoky by BDK. BDK. Okay. Yeah. Please, let's talk about manifesting. Beliefs and actions and faith must all align for manifesting. Yes, most definitely. Mindset, our way of thinking plays a huge part in that. Folks get stuck in time loops, either stuck in the past or the future story. They don't truly believe. Exactly. Mindset is everything in manifesting. It sounds quite easy, and to some degree it is, or it's easier for some than others because of other factors that are happening. What is happening in your life? How do you see the world? What are your belief systems? Many of us, we get stuck in belief, right? We get stuck in belief. And I'm not just talking religious here. That's one thing, and that can be part of it sometimes. But it could be other things also as well. There's other things that we subscribe to. We have underlying fears. We have underlying insecurities, which affect our manifesting. So, yeah, quite interesting. Tiffany saying, oud is great on men. Yeah, you're damn right it is. Get perfumes, Dimali, oud for greatness. Okay. Ain't heard of that one. Might try it out. Yeah, see it right there. I need a good fragrance. Yeah, I'm a man like, yeah, fragrance is very important in my life. I can't, yeah, you gotta smell good. Ain't nothing like smelling good. That is very true. Oils are amazing. Yes, Yvette, totally agree. And some of them, because obviously in the the Middle Eastern or Arabic traditions, they're not allowed alcohol according to their religion. So they tend to work with the oils or the perfumes with no alcohol and stuff like that. So yeah, it's quite good. But ouds are good. See it right there. Do the planetary alignments influence manifestation? Yes, most definitely, 100%. Planetary alignments do affect manifestations. Yes, they do. Big time. Hence why, obviously, when making talismans or amulets or doing spells, you do it with certain alignments. There's certain ones you do when the moon is waxing, as it is right now, or maybe when the moon is waning, right? It will favor, certain ones will favor when the moon is waning. You want perhaps maybe the moon to be in a particular zodiac sign. You want the moon to be making certain aspects that are more favorable for you. So yes, planetary alignments do influence manifestation. It's all about timing. Timing is the master. It's all about that alignment, right time, right, all this kind of stuff. All this idea of mantras and doing mantras and affirmations at sunrise, when the sun is rising over the eastern horizon. These are all very, very potent. They're all very, very powerful. So yeah, planetary alignments do affect manifestations, because planetary alignments are going to affect us. They're going to affect our moods, maybe how we think, what is happening, our circumstances. So yes, definitely, they do affect. Olena, AA posted the opening will be live stream on YouTube on Friday. Yeah, looks like I'm going to be like streamed all throughout the world giving my talk. You are correct. Yeah, the opening will be live streamed on. I think it's free for everybody. Actually, I don't. That might be. I'm not. Do they do that every year? Might be a first. But yeah, the opening preliminary talk and stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to be live streamed. So yeah, come along, people. Get on there, baby. Who's this? Malid. I'm just going to say Malid. Malida Mari. Am I pronouncing your name correct? Please forgive me if I'm not. Shout out to Dominica. How you doing? Again, embarrassment. I keep saying I'm going to get back to Dominica, but I don't get round to it. Forgive me. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do it. What's that? Paula. Alchemy and astrology. Applying transits only or separating two for manifestation. Very good question. It all depends. It all depends what you're looking to manifest. It all depends what you're looking to manifest. But I would go for applying, of course. Applying more so makes it more potent, of course. So yeah, applying. But you could use separating for certain things, especially if you're looking to remove certain things. Separating can be good also as well. Just like void of course moons. People could use void of course moons for certain things, depending what it is. All depends on what you're looking to manifest. What's the agenda? But yeah, but more so, it tends to be more applying aspects is what you need. Shout out to Pretty. How are you doing, my dear? Pretty. Somebody said to me the other day, where was I? And somebody was saying they were commenting on the Lunar. They said, and who's that Pretty? Who's that Pretty you always shout out on your I'm like, oh God. Just to let you know, she's married, she's got children. I'm very good friends with her children and the family. It's not like that. They thought there's some favoritism in how I'm hailing you out, Pretty. Shout out to you. Hope you are well. And who's this? Opry Miro Astro. Opry Mario Astro. Do forgive me if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. I am the worst with names. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So, coolio. Oh God, they're all coming in now, aren't we? What's happening? Is this Venus in Leo? We're going to go to the chart in a moment and find out what's all this talk about fragrances. Oods. Tiffany saying, I love poison in the white bottle. Look at this. They're talking amongst each other. I'm tapping into this. Yeah, Yvette saying, you know how long I've been hounding the man here to get some because the oil he wears are amazing. Listen, man. Listen, I'll be getting some oils. Don't even go there. So Coco Brown is saying, I also like to look at what Jupiter is doing when manifesting. Yeah. And this can be a very good time now. We can make some really good. I've noticed a few people making some good, well, I said making, or they're probably made, but they're announcing like, Jupiter talismans right now. This is a good time to make Jupiter talisman because he's exalted in Cancer. What one of the best times. So so working with the planets are really good. If you're looking for Jupiter right now to manifest certain things in your life, this is a good time as Jupiter is exalted. So yeah, that definitely affects the manifestation for sure. Yeah, you got to look at where Jupiter is. Tiffany's saying anger plus movement, voice helps me manifest. But then again, I'm a Scorpio rising in my chart with ruler in Pisces, Mars conjunct Venus. However, it takes a lot for me to make me mad, and I don't stay mad long. I hear that. But you see, this is interesting because people talk about manifesting, right? You are going to manifest things depending on placements in your chart. Depending where planets are in your chart, your birth chart is going to affect how you manifest things, because you're already born into a particular kind of framework, right? And you've already got your template. The natal chart, the birth chart is our template that we are working from and will continue to work with and build upon. So our manifestation, if you want to say, possibilities and manifestation strength are all going to connect and come back to your birth chart. Make no mistake about it. Yeah, interesting to think about that. So chart has to go. But some people are naturally confident, right? They may have a strong Jupiter in the chart or whatever, but some people are just naturally, depending maybe where Jupiter is in the chart or they have that natural confidence. Some people are not. Some people are a bit more cautious, a bit more pessimistic about life, right? So all of this matters. It takes a part. Somebody who's naturally confident, may have a strong Mars, a strong Jupiter, or, whatever's making them confident in the chart, is going to manifest things perhaps a lot more easier or quicker than somebody who's a bit more kind of Saturnian and a bit more, all of these things, so your chart plays into it also as well. It's something that I'm going to be giving a talk on. I'm going to be doing a presentation on it in terms of how your chart, because people are talking about manifesting, and it's like, yeah, manifest it, and change your mind and change your mentality and think positive. Well, okay, that is true, but it's not a one size fits all. We're back again to this thing again. One size fits all. Got to go back to your birth chart. That's where you operate from. That's your station. Nothing beats the birth chart. Nothing overrides it. That is where you come from. So manifesting, so all these people that say, yes, I manifested this, and I manifested this big house, and I manifested this car, and I manifested all of this money, and I manifested, go and look in their charts. Bring me their charts, and I'll show you where they're manifesting it. I'll show you how they are manifesting it and why they are manifesting it. It's different. So we have to be careful of wishful thinking. We all wish. It's a bit like the lottery. You know how many people are praying or hoping or wishing or envisioning to win the lottery? You think it's just you? Come on. You're all wishing for the same thing. You're all wishing for the same thing. We all wish for the same thing. We want the same kind of woman, same kind of man, same kind of house, same kind of car, same kind of lifestyle. We're all wishing that. Think. Gotta think outside the box sometimes. Think in different ways. But it all comes down to the birth chart. All comes down. You cannot override what's in the birth chart. If somebody's a naturally somewhat pessimistic kind of person, there's going to be an approach. It doesn't mean that they can't manifest, but it's going to be a different approach. It's going to be a different approach. Shout out to Mason from New York. How you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So it's all going to be different. Different strokes for different folks. You remember that program? Different Strokes? Used to watch that. That was my favorite. What you talking about, Willis? I think my mom, well, that was one of my favorite programs growing up. My mom loved it because she thought what's his name, reminded her of me. They thought we had some kind of similarity. She thought I looked like him. Like, oh, really? Yeah, I used to have one of them little afros when I was a kid. So, yeah, I see where she was coming from. But, yeah, that's what it is. Different strokes for different folks. Come, we're getting back to the natal chart. So, Tiffany says, tell them folks to mind their business. That pays them. Yeah, that's true. See right there says, oh, wow, fascinating on that. Yeah, give examples of a birth chart and ways to manifest. Love this topic. That ain't today. Like I said, I'm doing a whole thing on that because it's quite interesting. I know a woman personally. I'm going to text her after this, actually. I've spoken to her in a few days. We're always in contact with each other. I know a woman who manifests. Listen to this. She manifests, and no word of a lie, she manifests like $20,000, $30,000 a month. Like when she needs it, whenever she feels she needs the money, she will just do her thing, do her ritual, and bang, and she gets it. And it's like, well, don't you think other people are thinking they would want that too? Or so why is it that it's not manifesting for them? This, the birth chart. What's in the birth chart? Yeah? What is in the birth chart? This is what it is. So, different folks for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. We think different. We're made up different. Our condition is different. So yeah. Hope is not a strategy. Aligned action required. Most definitely. It's like we say luck. What is luck? You create your own luck. You make your own luck. Make no mistake about it. You create and make your own luck. Mason saying, watching you on YouTube. Hey, hello, YouTube. Olena, Jupiter is in the 12th house during, Jupiter is in 12th house. And during Jupiter in Cancer transits, I am saving homeless newborn kittens. My Jupiter luck is empathetic. Yeah, empathy. Yeah, that's good. That's great. If I could listen, my heart breaks when I see these little kittens on social media. I think the most accounts which I follow on social media are probably cats. I mean, I've got a thing for cats, fair enough. But animals as a whole. I mean, cats are probably more dear to my heart than other animals, fair enough. But cats, I'm a cat lover. And I hate seeing kittens or cats going through some kind of, I don't like it. Yeah, well done, Olena. Well done. You have my support. So yeah, continue. So empathy can be, but luck, we create our own luck. We create it through our actions. This idea of luck being in the right place at the right time. Yes, Sister Majora. Me too, she says. Cat lover. Yeah. Your sister Majona, she knows what I'm talking about. There was a time, there was a gentleman who came. Remember the gentleman who wanted to kick the cat? Well, he didn't want to kick the cat, but, you know, he just, he wasn't too fond of cats. It was very funny. I had a funny experience there quite a number of years ago. But yeah, but it was cool. It was cool. But yeah, you know, I love cats. I love cats. I love cats. But yeah, hope is not a strategy. Yeah, you got to align it with certain actions. Coco Brown is saying, right. And how the current planetary alignments are aspecting our natal charts makes all the difference. Most definitely. Most definitely. You will manifest something on a Jupiter, on a good Jupiter transit. Jupiter transiting your sun, trining your sun, of course. Of course, it's going to uplift you automatically, because again, everything's about season. Listen, remember, we're talking about, when we're talking about astrology, we're talking about seasonal. We're talking about something cyclical, right? Everything's a cycle. If you go to a farmer, right? Why are certain fruits, vegetables in season? There are certain times of the year when strawberries will come out, berries will come out, pears will come out, apples, bananas. The thing is, especially in the West, we tend to be a bit more spoilt in these departments because we go to the supermarkets and we see everything there, right? And one of the reasons that is because they've been shipped around from various parts of the world. Okay, cool, right? Hence why some people only eat fruits or veg that are in season, because everything's cyclical, right? Meaning that the farmer plants certain crops at certain times of the year, right? Because you can't plant a crop which is not conducive to at certain times of the year when it's not that time of the year to plant that crop, right? It's not going to grow. The same formula is happening with your natal chart. So how you're manifesting transits or whatever alignments or things being triggered in your chart are going to that manifestation. It's a given. So planets aspecting it, whether in the birth chart or otherwise by transit, yeah. Coco Brown says, yeah, she knows what she's doing. She surely does. Faith saying, indeed, Sir Guru. She surely does. She manifesting that money, but it's in the birth chart. You cannot manifest something in your life that's not already confirmed or backed up in the birth chart. So yes, being positive thinking, laws of attraction, it does apply. It does work 100%. There's no two ways about it. It works 100%, but it affects everybody different. Everybody does it different. Everybody taps into that frequency different based on their birth chart. Yes, Majana, Duras. Yeah, Coco Brown. We have 2 cats here. Yeah, cats are beautiful. Cats are beautiful. I've got one myself. I'm thinking of maybe introducing another one. But you never quite. I don't know. Maybe I might have left it a bit too late. But I don't know. I might get a little young one. Cats are the best. Amy says they are. Amy, and the pug I know, he stole my heart. Oh, and the pug. Okay, although you got a pug as well. Who stole your heart? No, they are beautiful. You still have Leo. No, I haven't got Leo. Leo got stolen. Could you imagine? Yeah, got stolen. It's madness. Leo got stolen. How the heck that happened? I don't people stealing your cats, man. What the hell's going on? But this one I've got is an indoor cat. This one would not go outside. But yeah. Coco Brown, yes, things are season also because of the conditions are right. Just like when the alignments are right. Yes, that's great. Yeah, Majana. They stole Leo. Could you believe? So I had to get another one. His name's Simba. Leo. Another Leo. But Simba's in the house. He's a yeah, I know it was a bit sad. I was stolen. But okay, well, all right. Why somebody would want to steal a cat? It's beyond me. But these things happen. See it right there. My cat is psychic. Oh yeah, they've got psychic powers. They do have psychic powers. Shout out to Taye. How you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Anywho, let's get the astrology on the go. Let me share my screen. And let's look at some astrology. Looks like we're more going to be looking for next month. The sun has entered the sign of Virgo. Well, we knew that one, didn't we? And we got Venus here. We got Venus here in the sign of Leo, of course. So, yeah, it's a good start. Well, I spoke about this last week. I mean, she's currently trining Saturn and Neptune, although she's separating. She's also opposing Pluto, separating, and she's also sextiling Uranus, separating. She's actually one of the major planets, not major planets, but one of the only planets who's doing like any kind of major aspect. Nobody's really making any aspect to something. The sun is separating from a square from Uranus. Maybe that's why maybe some of us have been feeling a little bit weird. Maybe that's what See It Right There was talking about. Maybe that's why we're manifesting quickly. That could be that, Sun, Uranus, although it's a square, but still, it can produce something quite quick. That maybe there's been a bit of Uranian energy out there that we're probably been tapping into in the last, week or so. So that's going on there. Mars is coming up to perfect that square. I spoke about that last week, but we're going to be looking at when that's going to be exact. So this is the build-up right now. So people, embrace yourself. Things are about to get hot. What else have we got? But other than that, we ain't got much. We ain't got much. Venus is like the only one that's doing anything, Mercury's like unaspected at the moment. He's going through Leo, but on his way into his own sign, but he's not aspecting anything. I think we're still going through a Mercury shadow period, I think. That reminds me, I just want to apologize to those people, some of you guys who wanted to getting online for the Lloyd Strayhorn numerology, which took place last week, Saturday. And they had a problem with the, I think it was to do with the venue's internet or setup connection, but it crashed. So, yeah, it was a bit, yeah. But yeah, so you can email them and you can, get a refund or something of that nature. I think they did connect, but then it just went a bit wonky. But okay, these things do happen. But it won't be happening again. I can assure you that. The only two planets that seem to be building up anything right now is this Mars, Mars Jupiter. Not much really going on. So, anywho, let's look in the couple of days what's happening, and let's look at what September has got on offer for us. So this is going to be tomorrow. Like I said, not much happening. Not much happening here. All of this stuff we dealt with last week. Again, not much happening. Nobody making no, 1st of September, what do we have? 1st of September. Well, on the 1st of September, people, ladies and gentlemen, the planet Saturn is going to move back into Pisces. The planet Saturn is going to move back into Pisces. So for those of you who were born 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th of June, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th of September, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th of December, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th of March. You guys are about to be hit by either a Saturn opposition or Saturn square or Saturn conjunction. For those of you who were born 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th of March, Saturn will be conjuncting your sun. This could be quite heavy times for you. Saturn is going back into Pisces on the 1st of September. I think that within itself is really telling us something. On the 1st of September, this big planet moves back in and says, hey, shout out to Queenery 9. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Queenery 9. Brightest greetings, new here. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Podcast. Is it Queenery? Love it. Give us a follow. Give us a like. Comment. You all should be doing that, by the way. Okay. Yeah, so Saturn moving in to just on the 1st, because I think the 1st of the month always marks that new beginning, right? It's almost like Saturn is saying, right, people, right, I ain't playing. Get back to work. Coco Brown saying, I've got no Virgo placements, so I have to make use of the aspects. Yeah, certainly. There's always something aspecting something. Make no mistake about it. Even if it's the minor aspects. A lot of people don't know about these minor aspects and how they work, you know. Need to get into some of these minor aspects, especially the quintile and biquintile. Again, workshop coming up. Tiffany saying Venus opposite Pluto. Venus opposite Pluto. Square Saturn and Neptune. Venus opposite, yeah, she's opposite Pluto. She's not square Saturn and Neptune. She's trining. She's trining. Oh, so yeah, you put it there, trine. Yeah. I see it. Queen Eye Re. Okay. I like the way she spelled that one out. So it's Queen Irie. I got it. It's not Queenery. Where was I going with that one? Queen Irie. Shout out to Queen Irie. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. So Saturn moving into Pisces on the 1st of September. So I think that's telling us something right there. Mason, oh God, I'm just reading your message. They stole Leo? Yes, they stole Leo. Could you believe? Leo got stolen. I was having a 12th house transit and Leo got stolen. Paula, alchemy and astrology. My final Saturn square now. Being magical and difficult, but fabulous. Saturn, Cancer, 0 degrees retrograde. That's where your Saturn is. At that anaretic degree, at that beginning degree. Wow. Of a cardinal sign as well. It's quite a strong Saturn. Not the best of signs, of course, but nevertheless, that's a good Saturn. So, Saturn moves back into... I hope you're not hearing my washing machine. My washing machine is spinning like mad. Don't know why I put it on, to be quite honest. But it's spinning, and it does this mad spin. It's going to spin like that for God knows how many minutes. But apologies if you are hearing it in the background. But my mic tends to be good at noise cancellation. But you heard the fire alarm earlier on, didn't you? Anywho, let's get back. So Saturn is going to move back into Pisces and is retrograde. So all you mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, hang on in there. You got about another 6 months. That's going to be there until February next year. I think it's about February, mid-February or something. Before he moves out and then goes back into Aries, where he's going to be for another 2 years, two and a bit. So that's the 1st of September. What else are we having on the 1st of September? Venus is not making no aspects anymore. Mercury is coming to the end of Leo. He's about to go into Virgo, where he will start making an aspect, or make some kind of aspect. What else are we having? Mars, Jupiter square, near enough, really, really tight. So we're starting off the month of September with a Mars Jupiter square. People, lots of energy. Make no mistake about it. You want to be starting off the month with booyah, energy, bursting onto the scene, bursting back to work. This is what it's all about. Mars Jupiter can be really good for expansion of energy. It can really expand. Now, we're likely going to see or maybe hear about something Mars Jupiter like, yeah. It can be a recipe for a bit of violence, overactive, because it's a square as well, so it can clash a bit. But as I'm not trying to say we're better than anybody else, but for people in the know who know how to utilize this energy, utilize it in a more productive way, of course. Mars Jupiter can really be, as a matter of fact, Mars Jupiter can be very fortunate. Can perhaps maybe be a good time to take a risk, right? Mars Jupiter. But we're starting off the month of September with a bang. Make no mistake about it. So we got Mars Jupiter. Let's go. Continuing on the 2nd of September, nothing big really happening here. 3rd of September, what do we have? Gone back again. Okay, on the 2nd of September, Mercury is going to move into the sign of Virgo. On the 2nd of September, Mercury will move into Virgo, his own sign. Let's forward this clock a bit. There we go. Woo-yah. Yeah, there we go. Let's get you down to the minute you move in. There we go. Mercury will move into Virgo, his own sign. We do like that. Yeah, for you brainy people. Mercury's going to move into Virgo. As he moves into Virgo, he is going to square the planet Uranus, right? Now, we can expect lots of wind on that day. Make no mistake about it. Yep, I said it. We could expect lots of wind. Mercury Uranus. Mercury Uranus and a square. So the energies could get a little bit erratic. And it's quite interesting because he's squaring Uranus, and Uranus is actually in Gemini, which is the sign ruled by Mercury. This can really be very, very, we're working with high energy. And then we've also got that Mars, Jupiter also as well. Energies are really going to be high. Energies are really going to be erratic. So definitely we want to be watching out for this particular period on the 2nd of September, right? So yeah, do watch out for that. Quick thinking. Watch how you're traveling. Watch how you're driving. Watch out for the sudden changes, right? These are the kind of things to watch out for. So do be mindful with that. What else? Someone's trying to call me on my phone. How dare you? How dare you call me on my phone? Okay, one moment. Just been a bit distracted here. Sorry about that. Let's get back to. Oh, okay. I'm back. Not many people here on Facebook, but anyway, let's get back to the business. So we're having a Mercury Mercury Uranus. So that's going to be on the 2nd of September. So watch out for that. Stock markets, for you traders, you really want to watch out for that. I betcha, the markets are going to go crazy on that day. Like mad crazy. Mad crazy. Amy's telling me my son's Saturn is at 0 degrees Libra. Another cardinal place. That's good. That's an exalted Saturn, actually. Saturn in Libra. I'll take that one any day. Exalted Saturn. But at that 0 degrees, it's very powerful, very potent there. 0 degrees and 4 minutes, she says. She even puts the minutes. Amy misses nothing. What have you got in Virgo? Worries me with Putin having strong Mars energy. Worries me with Putin having strong Mars energy. Why does that worry you? The Mars-Jupiter square. Why does that worry you? Don't worry about Putin. Putin's a nice man. Shout outs to Honey. Shout out to Honey. Honey Monster. Honey Monster. Oh my God. Some of these names that you guys come up with, I tell you, it's hilarious. It's crazy. So that's that. Let's get back. I just got a bit distracted there. The markets. I was saying, you traders, watch it. The markets are going to go crazy on that day. Yeah, that's next week, Tuesday. Because we got this Mercury Uranus thing. So it's going to be a little bit, the energies are going to be a bit erratic. They're going to be all over the place. So it's Mercury and Uranus, you're not going to get much quicker energies than these two. And in a square, this can be a little bit chaotic. But it's quite interesting because Mercury is going to be in Virgo. So it's going to be organized chaos, right? This is what we're going to be getting. We're going to be having organized chaos. So, so be sure to watch out for that. So, coolio. What else have we got? So that's going to be on the 2nd of September. 3rd of September, what have we got? 3rd of September, anything? No, that square with Mars, Jupiter is getting closer. And then on the 4th of September is when it perfects. Mars square Jupiter on the 4th of September is when it's going to be exact. So they're going to be squaring at 18 degrees. People, watch out. It's likely we could hear of something being sparked up again in the Middle East. Why do I say that? I say that because the chart for the state of Israel has Libra rising. And when Mars always goes over their ascendant, something happens. So we may hear about something sparking up around this time. This is going to be next week, Thursday. It may happen before, right? So we may start hearing that somebody's launching against Israel, Israel's launching against somebody or whatever, missiles, rockets being fired into both. This is why, and it still hasn't recovered. All Gaza and all those places, they still have not recovered. They have not recovered yet at all. A lot of those, they're rubble. These people are, a lot of them are homeless. They're begging, they're queuing up on streets for food, right? So this is something in regards to that region of the world is something that it could be a difficult kind of energy here. Mars, because it's going to be close to their ascendant for the state of Israel, because they've got that Libra rising. So and I always notice when planets kind of go around there, especially planets like Mars, just tends to trigger us. It's a very sensitive place. So watch out for that over the course of the next week. But this is when it becomes exact. Mars, Jupiter, square. It's really going to become exact on the 4th of September. So let's watch this space. What else is happening? 5th of September. They are still squaring, of course, although it's separating, but they're still square. 6th of September. What have we got here? Anything? Nope, not really. Not really. Venus is in Leo. She's unaspected. What are we going to do? On the 7th of September, people, we have a total lunar eclipse. I repeat, we have a total lunar eclipse. There's going to be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Pisces on the 7th of September. Time for manifestation. Eclipse season. Eclipses are new moons or full moons with strong... It's a new moon, full moon on steroids. Right? Faye's asking, is that your phone making that musical noise? Musical noise? Musical noise? Ain't no musical noise here. Can anybody hear any musical noise? Kim's Astrology. Kim's Astro Healing. Sorry. Welcome to the show. Kim Astro Healing. Has anybody heard this noise, this musical noise? Is it just me? Am I supposed to be hearing something? Coco Brown says, I heard it. You heard musical noise? What? Where's that coming from? And it came from this show. Yvette saying I heard it too. See it right there, says it was a... Ah! Oh, you're talking about my washing machine. That's not lovely. You heard that? Really? Did you really hear that? Oh my God. I'm going to stop putting on the washing machine when the time I'm starting this show. That's for sure. See it right there. It sounds like you've got the same washing machine as me. Yeah? Samsung. Something like that. Is it Samsung? It is Samsung, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, washing machine. That's what it was. Yeah, it plays a little tune at the end of it. Yeah. Yeah, Amy says I heard it. It sounded like it was all yeah, my washing machine sings. I've got a singing washing machine. Could you believe? Oh God. Only of the Lunar Lounge. Kim Astro Healy says, no, I only hear anything but your voice. There we go. That's the way it should be. Just hearing my voice. Yeah, maybe it's just, I don't know how it was coming through. People may pick it up differently. Amy says my wash sounds like that. Yeah, I hear that. Anywho, speaking about washing machines, speaking about music and washing machines, back again to this full moon eclipse in Pisces. Really fitting, isn't it? Yeah, we're speaking about washing machines, washing, water, yeah, singing, music, Pisces. Well, Pisces is a great medium for both of those things. So yeah, you gotta connect these symbolisms and the meanings here. I think that's letting us know what this full moon in Pisces is about. It's about what? Purification, washing away things. Yeah, washing machine. Huh? Maybe you want to use some music for healing. Want to use some music to, as some kind of therapy and healing tool to be able to, wash away, because it's a full moon and it's going to be in the sign of Pisces. And guess what? It's with the North Node. Yeah, it's with the North Node. The moon is on the side of the north node. Let's put it that way. The sun's with the south node, but it's a full moon in Pisces, so it's also going to be with the. But there's something here about purification. Full moons are always about bringing things to completion, to ahead, to this is what they're about. So here we have this full moon in Pisces. It's going to be an eclipse. It's going to have a bang. Now, people, pay attention. The question is, what was you starting? What was you starting? What finished and what started for you 18 and a half, 19 years ago? We're in 2025, right? So what are we looking at here? Right? We're looking at 19 years ago, which was what? 2020, 2026? No, sorry, I said 2026. 2006. 2006. What was happening in your lives in 2006? What was ending? What was beginning? Right? Because we're going to see a theme repeated here. Not only that, things that you may have started 18 months ago, you may start getting an echo of major things that were happening in and around you 18 months ago. 18 months ago. Go get your journal, for those of you who have journal. Kim Astrology Healing. Eclipse in Pisces. Conjunct my moon. Chiron in my 8th. Well. That's definitely going to bring up stuff. And you probably want to be you definitely want to be looking back at what was happening if you're old enough to 2006, what was happening in and around then. Because that's just definitely going to be opening up stuff. That's quite, sensitive. Yeah. Anytime new moons, full moons pick up planets in your chart, that's something to definitely keep an eye out on. Yeah. Maybe you might get lots of money. Who knows? 8th house stuff. So, like I said, it's a full moon in the sign of Pisces. It's Jupiter ruled. Jupiter's in Cancer. It's quite interesting because this full moon eclipse is going to be in trine. It's a trine. It's making a trine to Jupiter, who actually rules it. So I think there's going to be some really good positive stuff here. Even though Saturn is in Pisces as well. All right, it's not conjunct Saturn, but Saturn's there. There is going to be a Saturnian element. We can't get away from that. Mercury's not too far either, actually. So this is what this full moon is about. Endings, new beginnings. Eclipses are to do with marking a time. What degree is this eclipse? It's going to be about 16 degrees, 15 degrees, 16 degrees, around that area. It's going to be there. 15, 16 degrees is where the eclipse is going to be. I could double check it here. As a matter of fact, I'll bring it up right here. What am I talking about? Let's go right here, and I'll let's go for these eclipses, man. There we go. 7th of that is the eclipse chart right there. That is the eclipse chart right there on your screens. You should be able to see that. Are you seeing that? Yeah, should be coming up. Bear with me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me bring it up. Yeah. There we go. Let me change my thing and share my screen again. Share. Now you can see it. This is the chart for the eclipse. It's going to be around just past 6 p.m. in London, UK. There we go, 15 degrees. It's going to be at 15 degrees Pisces. quite extraordinary, but it's going to be trining Jupiter, who's the ruler. So that's quite interesting. Well, that's one to watch out for sure. That's one to watch out for. Okay, so let's hold on. Let's change this. Is this changing up on there? Oh no. Okay. What's going on here? Yeah, you hide. Okay, sorry. I need to bear with me. There we go. I think that's better. Fuffing about here with this. Okay, hold on. No. Let's go back to sharing screen. There we go. Back to sharing the screen. Here we go. So let's go back to those. So 7th of September, we're going to have this eclipse. I think I may leave it right there, actually. Let's get back to a bit of, I was going to say normality there, as if to say what I was doing wasn't normal. So it's going to be at 15 degrees. So check your charts if any of you've got planets around 15 degrees, especially of the mutable signs. If you've got anything around there in Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, this eclipse is definitely going to be hitting something, and you can be expecting something. Again, like I said, eclipses are new moons, full moons on steroids. They amplify, right? They bring out what is already there. If it's something negative, it can amplify that. If it's something positive, it can amplify that. This is how eclipses work, right? But they are essentially to do with cycles of openings and closings of chapters in your life, right? So the house position and all this kind of stuff in your chart, these are the houses that are being scrutinized over the course until the nodes are going to move into Aries Libra next year. As they move through the signs. Sorry, no, they're not going to move through Aries Libra. They're going to move through Leo Aquarius. Leo Aquarius. They'll go into Leo Aquarius. They'll go to the Leo Aquarius axis, and they'll be there again for 18 months, right? So this is all about, Madonna saying my natal sun is at 16 degrees. Oh, that's picking that up. That's big stuff. So something coming to fruition here, something looking to manifest, something here looking to bring something out in your life here, definitely. It's cleansing, it's purification, it's idealistic, it's expansive. And if your sun is there, it means that you're also having a trine from Jupiter, so which is good too. So Tiffany's letting you know, that's conjunct my Mars at 17 degrees and Venus at 13 degrees. Yeah, it will pick up both of them. You will see that. Kim Astro Healing, I have filed for my Social Security money, and December I start to collect my retirement. There we go. And like you said, it's in your 8th house. Other people's money. That's right. That's it right there. But yeah, Madonna, so if it's picking up your sun, that's gonna, you're definitely gonna be feeling that over the course of the you might actually even be picking it up right now, because eclipses are sometimes active even before. They're active before, like a week, 2 weeks, up to a month before you start seeing like this, looking to make these changes, and it's your sun. So the sun, we know, is very important. It's like the chief planet in the chart, so to speak. That's your sense of identity and autonomy and stuff like that. So these are the kinds of things that to watch out for. So eclipses are about this covering and uncovering and starting and birth processes and finishing and endings, and this is what these eclipses essentially are about. So it's powerful stuff. Yeah. So that is the news, cosmic news for today. What do I want to talk about now? We're going to have some competition time, I believe. It's that competition time. What it is, I ask a question. The first person who emails me with that, at that email address, which is on your screens right now, the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com gets to win £30. I asked the question today. The first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday at midnight. So do adjust your clocks. Next week, midnight. So do adjust your clocks. Gets to be the proud owner of gets to be the proud owner of 35. I was going to say 35, £30. Going to increase it there. 30. Get 30. So I just wanted to look at to announce the winner for last week's question. I asked the question, which planet rules pigs? Okay, who came in first? Eamon again. You're trying it, Eamon, aren't you? Eamon came in first. Eamon says, pigs are ruled by Jupiter. That's why they're so fat. Good point. Surah, pigs are ruled by Saturn. Okay. Amy, pigs ruled by Venus. Are pigs ruled by Venus? She says pigs ruled by Venus, and then she asks, are pigs ruled by Venus? Well, you thinking about Peppa Pig, are you? Are pigs cute? Karen, pigs. The planet that rules pigs is Venus. But then she puts a question mark. Okay. Why is everyone going for Venus? Olena. Dear Israel, Saturn rules pigs. Sincerely yours. I love the way Olena writes her emails. Christian, Mercury. Why would Mercury rule pigs? Pigs don't fly. Pigs don't fly. Okay. The answer is Saturn. Saturn rules pigs. Yeah, you best believe it, man. So who got it? Well, no, okay, yeah, you came in first, but you didn't Iman. Okay, but no. It's Surah. Surah, you are correct. Saturn. Saturn rules pigs. That is the answer. Congratulations. Coco Brown, competition time is past my bedtime. You can set the email, you know. There's ways you can set it on a timer. The question is, because let me just double check here. All of these, they all came in. They all came, well, Amy, I don't know. They all came in. Look at this. All came in on the midnight button with or pretty much all the answers are all on midnight button, right? All of these answers this week, sometimes they come in 1 minute past, I find, sometimes. But all of these ones are on the button. Yeah? Yeah, so that's interesting. Amon. Well, you didn't get it anyway, but you came in at 23.59. Coco Brown says, I didn't know that. Yeah, there's a way that you can send emails on, you can time them of when to go out. Check your Gmail. There is an option to do that. So you can set it from today, but set it for that time. But then how good it is, I don't know how effective in terms of, does it do it? I suppose it does. Sends it immediately, but I'm still convinced that if two messages are coming at the same time, or three, one can push the other one out, maybe based on the speed, upload, download, I don't know. I'm convinced that it's so. Laws of physics must happen. Congratulations, Surah. I'll be sending £30 over to you. What it is, I asked a question. First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday, midnight. Gotta be midnight UK time, so do adjust your clocks. For those of you who are listening to the recording, the email to send the answer to is the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. Yes, nice job, Surah. Surah is spelled Suyra. Surya. For the sun. I take it you're Indian, Surah, wherever you are or wherever you're listening. I take it. Kim. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Kim Astro Healing. I'm feeling it. I'm changing my view of my life story. So she's talking about the eclipse, which is hitting her moon in the 8th house. Mason says Saturn. Oh yeah, Saturn. Mason says no more bacon for me. No more bacon for me. It's quite interesting with pork. We know in the Islamic religion, it's, prohibited. Would that be a word? Prohibited, not allowed. In the Jewish religion, Judaism. But you see, a lot of these dietary laws were based on particular regions. That's where they came. That's where their origins came from. It was more about the region. It's not to say that the people of, because certain religious or philosophical ideas of not eating pork has been, we tend to think that, pork is bad or the pig is bad. And the pig has been, if you want to say, it's been seen as a taboo animal, a dirty animal, an unclean animal. It's not the case. It's not at all. Science will tell you pigs are one of the cleanest animals that you can find. That's why it's constantly rolling around in the mud. It's cleaning itself. Saturn, rolling around in the mud. You see, so there's a lot of misconceptions about the pig, and it's been just like snakes, again, because of the Judeo-Christian approach of, Garden of Eden and things of that nature. Coco Brown says Rastas don't eat it either. Yeah, correct. I mean, Rastas don't eat meat as a whole, do they really? I think they're, again, it does depend. There are certain Rastas that may eat fish. They may be vegetarian, or they may have a bit of fish, maybe. There's some, but predominantly they tend to be vegetarian, if not vegan, even. They're ITAL. They have ITAL diets, which is very plant-based. Let's put it that way. But pork gets a lot of yeah. Some do eat meat. I have seen some. They're not many. A lot of them will probably get get a bit of a backlash if other rastas, a lot of rastas that I tend to come across, they tend to be plant based. They tend to be. But you know, pig has been getting a lot of. Again, it's ruled by Saturn. Why do you think he gets a bad rap? All these animals that are ruled by Saturn always get nasty reputations. Snakes, pigs. They're all nasty. Yeah? Because that coming from that Judeo-Christian teaching, it kind of somewhat demonized, and so they're seen in a negative light. You know, so people say, oh, yeah, bacon maybe you should run from because it's processed. That's different. Bacon maybe you should run from because it's processed meat. We need to stay away from processed meats, right? Yeah, but if it's killed in a very humanistic way, healthy, free range, chemical free, it's cool. It's cool. My Cave Talks. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. Coco Brown says, I thought Ital was vegan. Yeah, it is pretty much. But I was corrected the other day. I thought Ital is vegan. Pretty much. It's near enough vegan. Might be vegetarian, but I don't know. Ital it tends to be vegan. I don't know. I could be wrong. Any Rastas in the house, you can correct us. But I thought Ital is vegan too. It's supposed to be, as far as I know. You know, they eat the lentils, the soups, the beans, the vegetables. You know, that's tends to how they are. Shout out to Mr. Akin. Welcome to the show. Yeah, you're late. Hello. Queen Irie. Yes, Ital and fish sometimes, she says. Okay, thanks a lot for enlightening us there. Yeah, I do know that some of them do eat fish, but sometimes I do hear some of them say no meats whatsoever. So you do get various aspects of Rastafarianism. So yeah. Amy's saying they poo and pee in specific corner of their pig pen. Yeah, if you was in a pen, I think you'd do the same, wouldn't you? but yeah, you are right. Pigs are very clean. People have this view about pigs about being they're unclean animals and all this kind of stuff. You know, people also, if you pour whiskey on it, you get mad. If you do that with any animal, they say, pigs eat anything. Nonsense. No, they don't. Any animal, if you feed anything, it will eat anything. Chickens eat anything. If you see the things that chicken eat, all this idea that they're very tidy animals. They're very clean. They're Saturnian. Best believe it. They're on point. It's not this unclean stuff which we've been led to believe, which comes from very often a Judeo-Christian kind of teaching and conditioning. And for those regions where those philosophies were developed, it was unclean there because, back then they didn't have fridges, you're in the middle of a desert. And these foods can be easily contaminated, right? So you didn't have cool places or whatever. That's why you go to places like Northern Europe and all that. They had cold environments, so that's cool. The pig was great for them, So it was all about environment. That's what it was. Certain fishes and stuff like that, you weren't allowed to eat because it was like the environment. Because in those days, in those regions, it didn't allow that. So a lot of these dietary laws were about that. It weren't so much because the animal was bad or nasty or unclean and stuff like that. So yeah. Amy says horses won't do that. Yeah, well, horses are a bit more. Yeah. Well, no, horses do. They just poo anywhere, don't they? But yeah. But pigs are tidy animals. Make no mistakes about it. The pigs eat all them truffles. If they're in the good places, they eat truffles and all them good ground food. You stay there. Akin says, Mr. Akin, pigs are actually one of the most tidy animals. Yes, when reared well. Correct, exactly. They are very picky as well. Yes, my uncle used to rear them. Thanks a lot for clearing that up, Mr. Akin. Pigs are not what a lot of this ideology that they're Judeo-Christian concepts of them. It's not that. They're not like that. Horses poo anywhere, Faye. Exactly. They got no control. Shout out to what's that? It's Adam Edwards. Shout out to Adam Edwards. Sounds like my primary school. I went to a primary school called Alan Edwards. Anyway, I'm going off a tangent here, of course. But yeah, that's what it is. Okay, this week's question. We're still on competition time. Yes, pigs are very intelligent. Yeah. I should know. I was born year of the pig. But yeah, no, pigs are intelligent. They're smart animals. So, question for next week. Which direction is the fifth house in astrology? First person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday at 12 midnight UK time. So adjust your clocks if you're not in. Which direction is the fifth house? Which direction? Is it northeast, southwest? Which direction? Yeah. Is it southwest? Is it fifth? Which direction is the fifth house? First person who inboxes me will be the winner of £30 next week, Wednesday. First person who inboxes. Which direction is the fifth house? Okay, people, we're coming to the end of the show. I'm going to be doing the tarot card of the week coming up right now. Earth pigs here. Oh, okay. We've got another pig in the house. See it right there. Earth pig. Yeah, I'm metal pig. But yeah, Earth pig's cool. Earth pig is cool. We'll take that. Shout out to Iffy. How you doing? Welcome to the Lunar Lounge show. And what have we got here? We've got to have tarot card of the week. That's where we're at. So you've all got the email. Of course you have. People, do like, do comment, do follow the show. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell their friends to tell a friend. The show's gone a little bit longer than usual here. It seems to be getting longer and longer. This is meant to be an hour show. Looks like it's coming up to 2 this rate. Yeah. Okay. Tarot card of the week. I'm just shuffling the cards. Let's see what the tarot card of the week is saying, what it's bringing to us. So I'm just going to take it here in the middle. Or near enough the middle. What do we got? Oh my God. I like that. 4 of Wands. Happy. We're focusing on the home. What are we doing? 4 of Wands. I like this. This is really cool. This is a nice card. What is the message for us over the course of the next week? Well, be happy. What this card is indicating, it's the 4. It's really about setting the foundations. This is indicating that this week coming up, we're coming up to a time where we're going to be setting foundations that can bring us a sense of joy and happiness in our life. This card is often connected with improvements in the home, improvements in career, improvements in your endeavors. It's a really good card. But this card is also saying, get your life in order, get some structure, start, don't be afraid to set that foundation. This card is indicating like the limited period which you're in is only for a limited time, right? This is what this card essentially is saying, right? That we're just in this limited period. There is better coming, right? So we're speaking about manifesting. Well, we can manifest more. and this is a real good card for a nice, Jupiter in Cancer kind of, kind of period. So it's about growth, it's about improvement, but it's really saying put down the foundations. It's time to build, people. I think this is really appropriate, especially since we are in a waxing moon phase, and since what we've been talking about, manifestations and things in that card, that's what it is. Coco Brown is saying, I notice you always turn the card around. Do you not do reversals? No, I don't do reversals. I don't do reversals, but if the card comes out reversed, I do, in a reading, that is, I do pay attention to it, as in I see that card as being sort of like there's an emphasis in and around that card. But I don't do reversals insofar as that, a reverse card is going to mean the opposite of what that, no. The card is already embedded in the card. So it's there. So I don't see it as, if it came out like that, then that means it's not. No, that's the meaning of the card. But if it came up upside down, I may say in a reading, I may say, okay, it's significant. It's something that we need to keep our eye out on. A little bit like maybe like a retrograde planet kind of thing. So in a sense, you could say I do reversals, but I don't, in terms of, I don't take the approach of, it's got the adverse meaning or the reverse meaning, as many astrologers do. So yeah. Loops back to manifesting. We did manifest that. Yeah, we manifested it. It manifested us. That's what the card is. 4 of Wands. It's a good one. Tiffany saying, I believe we can quantum leap during Virgo season by adding small habits and removing clutters, habits that don't serve us. Yeah. Well, that's what the full moon in I was going to say full moon in Neptune. Yeah. Full moon in Pisces is really going to be about. The full moon in Pisces is really going to be about that. It's going to be about letting go, release. That's why we had the washing machine on. The washing machine told us that. So you're correct, Tiffany. Absolutely. But I like the idea of what you said there about, I believe we can quantum leap. Quantum leap? That was another show. I love that show. Shout out to Olati Walade. I'll just say Ola. Welcome to the show. Welcome to N3C144. You know who you are. Welcome to the show. Although we're about to finish. And some of these codes you guys have got. Can't you just have a straight name? Dear. It is what it is. What else I was going to say? Listen, people. I got the email yesterday. They said the website design and it looks good. So I'm just going to give them the approval to go ahead. If that happens, that 50% discount for the lifetime astrology course. People, I'm running the astrology course. You want to get on it right now. Price is about to double. Yeah, as soon as that goes ahead, then that's it. And there's never going to be, it's gone forever. That's it. So lifetime access, you learn astrology from the grassroots up to advanced level. Well, module 1, or you can go to advanced level. However, you learn the fundamentals of astrology. I teach you how to interpret, how to read a birth chart from scratch, how to make nice, good, healthy forecasting predictions, all of that in this module. You learn all about fixed stars. Listen, it's a packed course. it will take you at least a year to complete it. At least a year. And there's not one, there's not two, but there's going to be 3 live classes every week. Not one, not two, but 3. The 3rd live class is going to be starting in September. I've also got tarot card classes that are going to be starting in September. Palmistry classes. Shout out to Geraldine, who let me know. Apparently, there's a huge demand for palmists. I'm like, what? She says, listen, if you're a palmist right now, you can, palmistry course coming soon. Going to be teaching you all about that. So tune in. Numerology, going to be starting another one. I just finished one a few weeks ago. You also the numerologist, Lloyd Strayhorn. Well, I'm going to be running, again, a numerology course, again, all in September. So make sure you sign up for all the courses. There's always going to be some discounts that you can jump on and you can take full advantage of them. But the astrology is the real big one. For anybody who's interested in learning astrology, like from the ground up, you learn all these techniques, how to understand, because there's a lot of information out there in astrology. There's no two ways about it, but you need to have that. And I show you in real time how this stuff is working. Case studies, examples, you bring any of your questions to the class, everything will be answered, and I meet you at wherever level that you are at. You can learn at your own pace. Like I said, there's 3 live classes every week. There's videos to go through, reading material, PDFs, books, all of that are all provided for you. You can learn from anywhere in the world. Once you sign up, you have your own portal. And you go read, study, watch videos. There's also quizzes also as well available. And there is an exam if you wish to go on from the foundation level to the intermediate level or to the advanced level. So, people, thought I'd plug that in. Like I said, the prices are going up. I don't want to hear, oh, well, no, now. So, yeah. Tiffany said, I believe this, always felt this season was a different sort of portal. Yeah, it could be. Maybe it's something you're feeling. Thanks for another great show. Thank you very much, Amy. I'm going to be off. People, you know what time it is when you get that music coming in.
The Hitmakers.
That was today.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
People, I've got people to see, places to go, and I'm sure you have too. I'm going to be keeping you up on the Lunar Lounge, watching the Lunar Lounge all of a sudden. Shout out to Sonal. How you doing? Vedic Astro Essences. But you come at the end of the show.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Listen, thank you very much, people. My name is Israel Josie. You've been tuned into the one and only Lunar Lounge. I will be with you next week, 12:30 every Wednesday. Set your alarms, set your timers. I'll be with you next week, same place, same time. I'm Israel Josie. You've been tuning into the Lunar Lounge, and I am out. Stay blessed, people.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.